The COVID vaccine just days away from its expected arrival in West Michigan. Doctors will likely roll up their sleeves to get the vaccine early next week.
New at 6 o'clock, News 8's Heather Walker is talking to a Spectrum Health doctor who's lining up for the shot.
Spectrum is one of 5 sites in the state of Michigan receiving the vaccine. The infectious disease doctor that I spoke to says he's happy to get in line, adding if you want to take off your mask and get back to the things you enjoy, you should too.
And I certainly will be getting in line as soon as possible to get the vaccine.
Dr. Russell Lampen has dedicated much of his life to studying infectious diseases and says Spectrum Health is ready to distribute the vaccine.
I mean, the process should be simple, and we vaccinate all of our employees every year for influenza. So, a mass vaccination campaign like this is something that we're familiar with. And
much like the flu vaccine, there are few side effects.
There's local tenderness or some discomfort at the site of the vaccination in your arm. There have been some reports of fatigue or muscle aches, some low-grade fevers.
During the UK rollout this week, there were 2 reports of healthcare workers with severe allergies experiencing an allergic reaction to the vaccine. While that's being studied, people who have severe allergies are being advised not to take the Pfizer vaccine. According to trial data, the majority of people, 95%, had no serious side effects.
Are you worried at all about injecting this vaccine into your body?
No, not at all. I think the benefits of being vaccinated far outweigh any concerns. I would far rather have a sore arm and feel a little achy for a day than to risk contracting COVID and also to risk spreading COVID in my community.
Dr. Lampen says the name Operation Warp Speed is deceiving because while this vaccine was sped up in production, it went through the same safety protocols.
How many people need to get the vaccine in West Michigan in order to create herd immunity?
So this is somewhat of a unknown at this point. Most estimates would still hold that about 70% of the population.
That means through natural infection or vaccine.
When people begin to realize that if we want to put kids back in school, if we want to return to work safely, if we want to start going to sporting events and concerts and restaurants, that we're going to really have to drive down COVID rates, and that vaccination is the easiest and most effective way to do this, I think we'll continue to see increased acceptance in the community.
The Pfizer vaccine is not for kids or pregnant women. The doctor adding today, although the vaccine's on the way, hospitalization rates are still high. 80% occupancy right now, and COVID positivity testing rates are at about 17%, telling us that the better controlled COVID is once that vaccine is released to the public, the quicker we'll be out of this pandemic. Reporting from the newsroom, Heather Walker, News 8.